I'm not even going to try to pronounce any of the names involved in this movie, just so you know. Watch this movie. I don't care how you get your movies, whether it's through ordering DVDs or streaming. You have to watch Five Fingers of Death. It is one of the most entertaining movies I have seen in 2024. It's got the worst, cheapest opening titles you've ever seen. It's like they realized right at the last minute, we need titles in English for this, and they wrote them on pieces of paper. There's this dude walking along, older guy, so you realize he's going to be like the Obi-Wan Kenobi. He's not going to be the hero. And he's walking along. He gets in a battle with a bunch of karate assassins. Then our hero shows up, fighting, more fighting. It doesn't look realistic at all. It looks like it's like they're jumping into camera view to show you, oh look, this guy just flew in. It's completely it doesn't look realistic at all. Okay, next scene. Everyone's drinking. By the way, you have to see this in the dubbed version. It is hilarious. It's one of the worst dubbing jobs I've ever experienced. Okay, so then the heroes fight each other for sport. Our hero has something going on with his master's daughter. Okay, there's our hero, there's the master, and there's the love interest. Everything I've just told you is before the 5 minute mark. This movie does not slow down for anything. It has awful dubbing that makes it awesome. Tournament coming that our hero is going to get involved so he can learn more. These movies are all about ascending. You have to learn more. You have to go to the next master and learn stuff. So there's this tournament coming, and gangsters want to win the title. We're meant to be like, oh shit, these guys want to win the title. Okay, so if they win, oh, what the hell's going to happen? And according to the dubbing, a lot of innocent people will suffer. How? We're not even 10 minutes into the movie. So our hero's gotta win to get the girl who's the old duffer's daughter. We've established that all by 10 minutes. One of the dubbed in lines, "You taking on some pretty tough guys." I had no idea that people in Asia talk this way. $100. I had no idea Hong Kong uses US currency. When they're fighting, everyone hops around like they're hitting trampolines. Realism is not the only style. And the movie that I kept thinking of, the American movie, I should say, that I kept thinking of, is John Carpenter's Big Trouble in Little China, which was one of the most entertaining damn movies that ever came out in the 80s, okay? And it told you, no, realism isn't the only way. Our hero goes to his new teacher. He has a really rough tryout. And basically the teacher says, dude, you suck. Go work in the kitchen. This is like that Japanese flick about the guy learning to cook. It's a new movie. It came out in 2023. Even while this guy's carrying water, these guys attack him to see if he's on his guard. I mean, that's awesome. It's like he's walking around cleaning crap up, and then these other guys see him and say, oh, I'm going to give this guy a lot of shit. So there's fights galore in this thing. What else do you want? Lots of grunting, lots of jumping. Clearly an inspiration for Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon without the wire effects. Low angles of people jumping in perfect blue sky at night. Hero writes a letter to the old master and his daughter, who he's got a thing going on with. So she reads the love letter, and she imagines slow motion reunion out of a cheesy Hollywood movie. They're running at each other in slow motion. This is all in her imagination, and circling each other. It's so damn cheesy. Why don't you just shut me off and go rent this damn movie? Because it's so awesome. So our hero, not the hero, but one of his buddies, is who's in the new school, is walking along, which is obviously a set, and these guys confront him, and he says, "You Japanese bastard!" Oh my god! So they fight. This movie is like Rocky, but there's more slapping of sides of beef. So anyway, I assume the photography is good, even in this garbage print that I've got, because the framing looks interesting. But whenever they cut to somebody who's jumping in slow motion, it's against a perfect blue sky. So I was like, where the hell did that come from? The Femme Fatale. So the hero runs into the Femme Fatale as he's on his way back to his new master. And she's so flirtatious. She's so forward. I can see how in Asia they wouldn't care for that. But for American audiences, it's like, oh, gee, she's good to go. Why am I holding a candle for my old master's daughter just because she was available. The new Femme Fatally is really hard to trot. So our hero's classmate is into her too. So out of jealousy, he rats the good guys out, meaning our hero and his new master and his class. He rats them out that the master is teaching them the Iron Fist, which is the most devastating something or other. It's the. I mean, the dubbing is so bad on this, but yeah, it's an action movie. You get the gist. So the bad guys are onto him. Dishonor. So while he's walking away, they go handheld camera for a nighttime ambush. It just comes out of nowhere. This some handheld camera. The guy's a lazy bastard. Who writes the dialogue for these translations? The Ironside dramatic groundhog theme actually makes an appearance in one of the fight scenes. Okay, so I think we're about a half an hour in, and you know what? I'm just gonna stop because you have to see this thing. See, save it for a good night when you've come in after midnight and you just need something like this. You gotta see it. Five Fingers of Death, 1974. See it. Thanks for stopping by, and I hope to see you soon. Bye bye.